Okay, welcome back. Let's play the First Berserker Khazan. So in the previous episode, we defeated Rankus, put that to bed. And now we've got Tristan here at the crevice.
Lord Pavel played along with the Emperor, kept suspicion of himself while trying to save us. That's the only reason I'm still here. But he never forgave himself for being unable to save you as well. If only he had the chance to see you again. It would have meant so much to him.
So everything we thought about Pavel seems to have been incorrect. It seems like it's all the Emperor's fault. Now, if we run up here, so Rankus was the mission traitor revealed. He was the boss of the mission traitor revealed, and at the end of that, we could move on to the next main mission, which is to go and hunt the Knives Veil. But if we go to here, so Tristan mentioned that the Knives Veil are in the Nadine Quarry, and there is indeed a mission called Veiled Knives, but there's this Silent Temple mission as well, and that's what we're going to focus on next. So to take on this mission, which is called Kaleido, we need to speak to Oksana to proceed with this mission. So we'll run down here. Oksana is the lady that you can extract lacrima from items from, I believe.
There's something you need to find.
Okay.
Witch, don't play your games with us.
Quiet, Phantom. I need you to find my Kaleido box. I might have lost it in the Silent Temple when I crossed over from the Netherworld. It'll be useful to you, too. So, you'll want to find it.
Okay, so there's no new conversation with her, but we can now take on the Kaleido mission. So run back up here so that you're in the Pell Los Plateau portal. And then hit Silent Temple. Okay, so after Oksana's insistence, I found myself on my way to the Silent Temple. She was adamant that we retrieve something called the Kaleido box, claiming it would be crucial to our journey. Phantom urged me to comply, citing Oksana's gruff demeanor. There's clearly something about her that even makes Phantom wary. Once you clear this mission, you will be able to change gear options and augment your gear. Alright. Well, let's go ahead. So we defeated Rankus with the dual wield, and while wearing the Executioner's armor, which is the secret armor you can find behind an invisible wall in the crevice. There is a short video on this channel called Secret Armor Hidden Room. 3 minutes or so, runs you through how to find this armor. And this armor is particularly useful against Rankus because it gives you in that number 4 section, when you've got 4 pieces equipped, it gives you a fire resistance of 350. So very effective against Rankus. Now, I don't know what enemies we're going to face in this mission, but what am I going to do? No, I'm not going to keep this on. I'm going to swap to... Which armor am I going to swap to? Or am I going to keep this? Health recovery. No, I think I'll keep this. We'll keep the dual wield on for now, but I am still thinking that I want to go back to the spear. Now, if we just bind once again with the Blade Nexus and we go down to Phantom abilities, after defeating Rankus, you do get the relic required to unlock Adelheid the Philanthropic. So as you can, so if we go to our inventory, you get this from Rankus, I do believe. So Ghost Relic used to unlock or awaken Adelheid the Philanthropic. So if we go into here, nope, that's Khazan's memories. Oh, it seems like they've updated the UI for this a little bit. That's kind of cool. So deliver the Ghost Relic to Adelheid the Philanthropic. Adelheid draws upon Netherworld energy to renew her strength. Amidst the harrowing battle against the Dragonkin, she became a beacon of hope. When victory was finally theirs, she closed her eyes, believing her purpose fulfilled. But now, awakened once more, she embraces her true calling, healing the wounded and restoring balance to the world. So we will hit triangle to unlock. And you can see her primary ally effect is a health recovery increase. So when we use our Netherworld energy, we get an extra 4%, and that will keep stacking. I think that primary ability goes up to level 20 because it doesn't look like Keshta can get a level 21. So we've maxed him out so that we've got a 30% stamina recovery. And then her second effect is that we gain 1 Netherworld energy when using a brutal attack when you have no Netherworld energy. And then level 2 is decreases damage taken by 20% for 30 seconds upon using Netherworld energy. I don't know if that stacks beyond level 2 because I've not done that with any of these folks yet, but we're going to keep Keshta on, I think, for now, because it will probably feel painful if we take off that extra stamina recovery. Okay, so Silent Temple looks kind of similar to Embar's temple.
Feels different to the others.
The Kaleido box. It warps the natural order of things.
Ouchie, ouchie, ouchie. I'm just going to use my fire resistance to get through that. Ow. Okay, so that's where we came from. Doesn't look like we can drop down onto anything, so this part next. The Executioner's armor is going to be really handy for this part because we can just bum rush through there. Obviously, if you're wearing a different armor set and you don't have quite as much fire resistance on, you will have to be a bit more strategic in how you approach that.
Is Kaleido truly the cause of all this?
It's that witch's finest work, and it would be very useful in our mission.
Okay, can absorb this for a soul tier.
These traps. The spirit's here. There's a power here affecting it.
We will need to go back to the Traitor Revealed mission at some point because we didn't find the jar, which is a little bit annoying. I'll probably do a video at the end of the Let's Play that just covers where all the jars are. Alright, okay. Archer's kind of annoying. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think once I'm not in boss fights and I'm just doing regular levels, regular missions, I just find the dual wield a little bit uninteresting. I think it's partly because of the lack of range. Giggity. Oh, okay, so these dudes will inflict plague. So make sure that you've got plague resistance if you need it. didn't see, drops a hint by dropping a plague resistance elixir. Deal with this guy quickly. Oh, okay. That was probably overkill, but oh well. Let me know in the comments how you are getting on in this game. Oh, okay, we got butcher's pauldrons, leggings, and shoes. Very nice. How very generous as well. Swift attack, damage multiplier increase, attack, gain, chain. Max 5 stats. So this is a dual wield focus set. Butcher's leggings. Butcher's shoes. So do we have gauntlets? We do have gauntlets. Do we have a helmet? Butcher's helm. Okay, so we could go full butcher. Do I have Howling Blade? No, I have Whirlwind. Flash Cutter damage increase. Attack, gain, chain, max 5 stats. Stacks. Not sure what that means. Howling Blade, 20% damage increase. Well, we can certainly try it. Suspect it'll take a little bit of learning, but for the extra 20%, we may as well give it a whirl.
Find it. The ancient matter.
That doesn't seem like someone we want to be friends with. Ow. Who said you guys could do that? Hey? Who said you could do that? Okay, that was kind of cool. Absorb this.
Such intense energy.
Take on a Revenant. Oh, wow, okay. Next, Sealed Fire, Spirit Orb. Is that an improved Necklace of Sealed Fire? Yes, it is. Let's put that on. Might not need it as much now that we're not fighting Rankus, but we can do a sort of full gear study later on. So we can either go down here, or there was a ladder behind us. This looks like progression, so I'll take the ladder initially. There is a soul stone there, so make sure you destroy that. Okay, this is a singular soulstone in this location. So just make sure you take care of that. Okay, this activates a shortcut. Whoa, we got the Fallen Lord scroll. Allows blacksmith to craft gear from the Fallen Lord set. Which is, I believe, the Viper set. Which is a spear-based set. So that will shortcut us back to the Blade Nexus. That's kind of cool. Prior to the video where I defeated Rankus, I did put out an hour-long video called Rankus Training. I believe that was episode 29, and that was just an endless amount of failed attempts to beat Rankus. We got... Oh, I thought we got something we could read then. Apparently not. Folk Warriors Wrist Guards. Okay, okay. Alright. Okay, so this guy's got a shield.
So that's why you're here? Be gone!
What in the heck? Wow. I have not seen that before. That was awesome. Okay. Keep checking around for the jar. You never know where it might be hiding. Too tricky there. Okay, so there's a ladder here. We are going to have to be careful because there's more of the fire traps, the fire gauntlet. So I'll tell you what, since we're here, we may as well add a few fire related items to the inventory, to the quick hotkey bar at least. So let's pop the fire resistance elixir just to be on the safe side. Move at a brusque pace. Don't go too quickly, don't go too slowly. You can pretty much... There you go. Interesting. Is one of these going to be unopenable when we open the other? That's the question. Well, let's go right. Okay, so contorted spear, cleric's headpiece, hunter's ring, small spirit ore, and then in chest number 2, oh, is a booby trap, but also a necklace of protection, which is ironic. So if you hear the chest make a noise and look like it starts to ignite, hit the dash button to just get out of there, dodge to the side, dodge backwards, whatever you've got to do. Avoid the explosion. Okay, up the steps we go. And we have another Blade Nexus, which is
over there.
A good sign. Apologies if you just heard my cat. Okay, I paused the recording because one of my cats came home and just needed to attend to him. Right, so we got the Blade Nexus. And this is where we would summon if we need help. Now it looks like we've got a boss fight on our hands.
The relic, it belongs to us.
Okay. Let's see if we can take out the mage first. Oh, I am taking damage. Holy heck. This is interesting. Ow. All right. Okay, unpausing. Let's just attend to my cat again. Right, let's try this again. Taken by surprise a little bit. Let's pop a fire resistance elixir. Oh my god, I'm gonna die again. Right, let's get our bearings. There's the Kaleido. I don't know which of you is a bigger douchebag, to be honest. Well, well, well. Right, that should make life easier. Okay, that's kind of cool.
Foolish old witch. Finally decided to show up.
These trifling things are what made you so slow. Pathetic.
Watch your tongue, witch.
At least my Kaleido box is undamaged. Come and see me as soon as you return to the crevice.
Bit of banter back and forth between these two. clearly known each other for a while. I'm guessing they're both probably thousands of years old. Either way, fun little mission.
Luckily, the Kaleido box appears to be fully intact. It is the culmination of all my knowledge.
Excellent.
It's the ultimate catalyst, able to alter the very essence of matter. When I finished it, that is.
Of course, there's a catch.
It will need some additional materials before I can properly complete my work. I don't suppose...
Oh, you need us, do you?
If you bring me what I need, I'll see if I can change their properties. Regardless of the outcome, we have nothing to lose, right?
Sure. Change attributes, augment gear, change the random attributes to your gear and increase its level.
What's wrong with
Okay.
The only person who can help you is you. Now stop feeling sorry for yourself.
I didn't say anything. Goodness me. Augment gear. Right, now we're cooking. Now we've got a video game. Stamina recovery 2.7, defense 129. Probably go with the defense for that. So if I choose this... Oh, wait, what did I do? Oh, okay. So it's kind of like the infusion system in Destiny, and it's actually like the original infusion system where, let's say you had a piece of gear that was level 280 and you were infusing it into a piece of gear that was 320, you would get some of the way towards 320. So right now we're going to augment our level 30 Soul Eater's Helm. We're going to use the level 63 Hermit's Mask, and what we will get as a result is a level 32 Soul Eater's Helm, and the defense will have gone up from 211 to 213. Okay, we got the Indomitable trophy for doing that. I wonder if I opt to augment using something better. Let's see, critical stamina recovery rate, damage increase, max health stamina recovery. I think I prefer this one, so we'll augment that one. So, where's my... Okay, so I can just choose another piece to augment it into it again. So I'll choose this one. Okay, so even though we're augmenting with a lower piece of gear, because we had the Hermit Helm that was 63, the Bard's Headband is 54, I think because it's a purple, we're getting a bigger bump on the level. So we'll do that, since the gold cost is minimal. Probably best to keep the cleric stuff. Could certainly just look to pump out a couple of these. Stamina damage increase, max stamina, defense, charge attack, stamina damage increase, critical defense. That's a really good critical defense, damage increase. Yeah, let's get rid of that one. Okay, I will work on that offline, so that, or off video, so as not to take too much away, but gives you an opportunity to sort of take a lower level piece of gear that you may have liked from earlier in the game and augment it with some of the stuff that you're currently looting. I really liked the Soul Eater set that you can get from the Blade Phantom boss fight and the Keshta the Unyielding boss fight. The if we go, so this is that set, so 2 pieces max stamina, 3 pieces you get 5% health recovery on defeating enemies, stamina recovery 15% for 4 pieces, and then on 5 pieces you get brutal attack, damage increase. But then that 6th piece, so if you also add your weapon, if you've got all the armor, you get to learn a skill called Phantom Judgment, which basically gives you a second brutal attack, and it's well, it gives you an additional brutal attack, and it's augmented by damage from Phantom. So if we can level all of that up, which I will seek to do off cam, maybe get that to about level 50 and upgrade the stats. What about changing attributes? So if we go back to that helm that we were working on, where is she? Soul Eater's helm level 37, is that the one? Yeah, because they're sorted by newest. So let's just sort by level. So there's the 30, there's the one we were working on. So if I click select, obviously, so what we're doing right now is we're changing attributes. So right now we have the random attribute of defense 129. So I can tick that. I can press my big white PS5 button to see all the available attributes. And it gives you in the square brackets the ranges that you could potentially get. So I'm not going to change that one for now. What we'll do is we'll experiment with this one instead. What was the... Okay, so 3, 4, 6 total defense, 2, 11 total defense. So... defense, max health, max health. What are we never going to put on? Well, we will... I just want something I can throw away. Max health 50, who cares? Right, so change attributes. We got the Kaleido trophy and frontal damage defense 161. And where is frontal damage defense? Frontal damage. Oh, it's right at the top. We got 161, and it was between 106 and 176. Okay, so it's not too bad for a randomizer, to be fair. Could have been a lot worse. Okay. Initiate conversation. All right, well, let's just
use Kaleido
talk through
to
these.
transfer abilities from one item to another.
Yep.
Just bring me the items you want enhanced, as well as the items you'll be using as material. Make sure the materials are at least as good as the items you're enhancing, or you might end up disappointed with the outcome.
Okay, so she gives you a rundown of how it's going to work.
You can use Kaleido to alter the attributes of your items.
Yep.
But there's no telling what attributes you'll get. It's pot luck. Transmutation is an ongoing area of study for me.
All right, nice. Cool little way to lean into really focusing on a single set of armor. Right. Well, we have completed the Kaleido mission, the bonus mission. We will carry on with the main story in the next episode. If you enjoyed this episode, hit like and consider subscribing. Leave a comment, let me know how you're getting on with the First Berserker Khazan, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Cheers.